quickly. He's in. What a chance! And they've scored again! Well, that was a goal that hasn't caught us by surprise.
No, I think we could all see that one coming, and the keeper more than most.
Hello everyone, this is CG Novo 92 and today I am back with a brand new episode of my Club Squad Builder series. And as you can tell by the title of the video and the name of that squad, that is of course going to be Manchester United, and we're running the 4-4-2 formation with this squad, lads. But let's get started off with the first player. And that is of course going to be De Gea. He's got 87 defending, lads, and that's probably his main stat with 88 reflex. He's also very quick off his line, and although he has got really bad handling, he will never make a full catch, lads. He has actually a very good goalkeeper to play with. One of the best goalkeepers in the BPL in my opinion. He's very good at kicking, and that really stands out from when you're punting. He's got absolute great accuracy. If you can just he just punts it straight to the line towards the corner, and you can always make quick counter attacks because of him. And the right back, there's quite a funny story actually. I bought him, and then I heard from someone that he was going to be in the team of the week early, so I tried to sell him, and I did sell him, but then I seen the price of the 80 rated, the second in form, and it's absolutely ridiculous. He's at 150k right now on the PS3, and there's no way I'm going to buy that. That's just because he's out just for the first few days, lads, so I just went and picked back up the 79 rated for a small profit than what I actually sold him for. So anyway, yeah, he's a decent player, lads, nothing too special. He does get caught out of position a lot, but he is also good at crossing the ball, which stands out. And here's my favourite player of the squad, lads, VIDIC. I'm just going to show you some slide tackles. You don't really see this often in many squads, especially with slide tackles, but VIDIC, you just seem to make perfect slides. He's by far the best defender I've ever used in any FIFAs, lads. He's just ridiculous, and also a pretty decent slide there from Ferdinand, which is his defensive partner. But yeah, lads, definitely pick up VIDIC. I'm so tempted to do a Serbian squad builder now just to use him again, although I have looked at Serbia and they've not really got any decent strikers right now, so maybe that'll have to wait. But I'm going to somehow try and make another squad with VIDIC in it. Maybe leave it down in the comments if you've got any suggestions. But as mentioned, his defensive partner is of course going to be Ferdinand. A lot like VIDIC in many ways, but just not as good. He has got that low pace, but he's got good defensive positioning and good heading and good slide tackling. The only thing I would say about Ferdinand is his heading accuracy is not that great from corners. That was quite disappointing, especially with attacking corners. But our left back is going to be the inform ever. I was going to pick up inform Butner as well, but his price is ridiculous. He's at 499k. That was the cheapest one, and I'm no way I'm going to buy that. So I picked up him for 175, I believe. He's a very good left back. Was definitely surprised about him. One of the best players within the whole squad. Just a good overall left back. Good at defending. Good at going forward. And he also made some decent slide tackles as well. The right mid is someone I absolutely hated in this squad, and that's going to be Valencia. I'm not going to talk too much about him because I played the games with him, and every single time he was my weak link. I would always bring him off, lads, because he was just absolutely horrendous for me. Do not pick him up. I think he's absolute horse shiz. Anyway, the next inform is going to be the inform Tom Cleverley, and he's got 78 pace, I believe that is, or 79. The video's sort of rendering right now, and he's a very good midfield general, lads. He's all around the park. The only thing I would say about him is his shot is very disappointing. He's not got a long shot at all, lads. And here's in this replay, it's going to be for our next player, and that's Kagawa, and that's going to be the only thing Valencia did, and that was the very final game actually, so I thought that was funny because that was the only thing he ever done. That was his only assist from Valencia, and Kagawa just finishes it absolutely brilliantly with a nice little shimmy inside and finishes with his left foot. Good goal there. The only thing I would say about Kagawa is he get pushed off the ball very easily. He's got very low strength, which can be sort of frustrating sometimes, but he's also got a good passing range as well, lads, so definitely pick him up if you can. The left midfield is going to be the 5-star skiller, and that's of course going to be Nani. Now, I relied on this guy a lot, especially with games that I was sort of not really having fun in. If it was just sort of like a chess match, I'd give it to Nani and do some skill moves because I know I couldn't pass to Valencia to do anything, so I'd give it to Nani. And that was also a strength of the squad, but also a weakness because I was so reliant on Nani to make something happen from the midfield using his skill moves, which it did sometimes, but other times he just sort of failed, and that's when I would sort of struggle. If he was like double marked or wasn't having a bad game, then I would definitely have a bad game. But overall, I would say he's a very good card, lads. He's a lot better than he is in real life because I think he's heavily overrated in real life. But in this game, if you can afford him, definitely pick him up. You also can go for Ashley Young, which is slightly cheaper. I think he's like 12k or something like that. So he is a lot cheaper, I should say. So yeah, definitely pick up Ashley Young if you can. But if you have got the coins, pick up Nani over Young. My first striker is going to be ROONEY, and I was actually playing him as left striker, so I'll just change him over. Of course, everyone knows about Rooney. The one thing I will say about Rooney is he's striking. He does score some nice goals now and again, but to be honest, I prefer him in midfield, and I'll explain that at the end of the video, lads, so just stay tuned, and I'll definitely explain that for you. But his striking partner is going to be RVP, the man that from Arsenal went transferred over to Manchester United. A lot of players hate him nowadays, but I still think he's a very good player in real life, and also very good in FIFA 13. Now, I didn't like him when I had my Dutch squad, if you can remember that national squad builder, because I was playing him up front with Huntelaar, I believe, but playing with Rooney just sort of seems to play a lot better. He's got an absolute delicate finish, and this goal you're about to see here was one of my favourite goals I've ever scored. It was such a good team play, lads, so hopefully you do enjoy it. There you go, some nice passing right from the back. I told you De Gea had a good pass, and I'm just playing the ball here. As you can see, that guy actually had the Arsenal kit, and he had like all... I think his name was Arsenal FC or something like that. He was a big Arsenal fan. He had it in his gamer tag as well, so it's pretty funny. You know who's going to score as you see him building up the ball there. If you can follow him at the bottom of the screen there, you'll see RVP making a brilliant run. He was actually setting up that play, made it all the way into the box and finishes perfectly, lads. And that's just a sort of... I knew RVP was going to score, and he actually went on to score a hat-trick against this guy, and the guy sent me so many messages saying F RVP, hope it dies and stuff like that. It was just so funny just to see Arsenal fans still raging about it, like the Penfez and KSI still hate him as well. But now, lads, I'm going to quickly show you what I mean with I would sometimes play Rooney in midfield. But first, the first couple of times I played with Kagawa, I did not like him. I couldn't get hold of him, so I decided to pick up on the bench. You'll see 81 rated Scholes there, and Scholes is a very good player in the game as well. But I'm just going to quickly show in one centre back. I also had Smalling, which is a good sub player, but you could play him over Ferdinand. I would definitely not play him over VIDIC if you needed the pace, and also swap Scholes in for Kagawa. You could put him there. He's decent, Scholes there. I thought he'd be a little bit better with his passing. His passing's sort of frustrating sometimes. It sometimes works, but his pace is very, very low. Doesn't even seem like that. And sometimes I'd play Welbeck in there as well, because I'll swap him with Rooney, like about the 70th minute, just bring him on for Welbeck just to do a busted pace. And Rooney would play so good in that position, lads. He's so good in that position. So you definitely pick those players up if you can afford it. And of course, say goodbye to Bazzini. Still not sold him, lads. Anyway, the price of the squad is 680k and 700k. Just depends on the market price at the present time, whether you're buying at peak times. The best player is of course going to be VIDIC. The weak player is going to be Valencia. And honestly, lads, I'm going to give the squad an 8 out of 10. Very good fun squad sometimes, but can be frustrating in harder games. But the defence from VIDIC and the goal scoring ability of RVP definitely makes the squad one worth it. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, lads. As always, I've been CJ over 92. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.